While swiftly moving our focus to the escalating tensions in diplomatic relations between India and Canada. While the diplomatic standoff between India and Canada continues, as India has now put out a strongly worded travel advisory to all Indians travelling to Canada. The advisory states that in view of growing anti-India activities and politically condoned hate crimes and criminal violence in Canada, all Indian nationals there and those contemplating travel are urged to exercise utmost caution. Now, in response to Canada issued statements yesterday rejecting India's warning. Beyond this, the CNN News 18 has managed to bring back a video from 2017 where Hardeep Nijjar is seen openly brandishing an automatic weapon, namely an AK-47 in Canada itself. Now, sources also suggest that India could revoke overseas citizen of India cards for those who are affiliated with separatist terror groups and gangs. Now, the National Investigation Agency has announced a bounty of rupees 10 lakh each for any information about the listed terrorists for promoting the terror activities of Babbar Khalsa International in India. Now, CNN News 18's Pahil Mehta spoke to Congress MP Ravneet Singh Bittu on India-Canada relationship amid Nijjar's death controversy. Let's listen in.
जो पूरी कंट्रोवर्सी हुई है ट्रूडो को लेके और खास करके खालिस्तान को लेके इस पे आपका क्या कहना है?
जो देखो, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ट्रूडो हैं वो बिल्कुल ही गलत हाथों में खेल रहे हैं और जितने हमारे मोस्ट वांटेड जितने भी गैंगस्टर पंजाब के हैं और मोस्ट वांटेड टेररिस्ट हैं, टॉप 10 में से 8 वहां पे उन्होंने उनको बना दी हुई है और उनको असाइलम दे के वहां पे रखा हुआ है। और अब जो निजर वहां पे मारा गया है वो ड्रग की गैंग वॉर में मारा गया है और उसे ये कहा जा रहा है कि हिंदुस्तान की एजेंसियों ने उसे मारा है। कहीं ना कहीं बिल्कुल मिनॉरिटी को, खासतौर पंजाबियों और सिखों को ये डिवाइड करने की कोशिश वो कर रहा है, क्योंकि उसका वोट बैंक वहां पे खालिस्तानी है और उनका पार्टी का फंड है जो वो खालिस्तानियों से चलता है। इसलिए वहां अगर मैं कहूं 0.5% भी लोग हैं जो वो खालिस्तान और जो मंदिर या गुरुद्वारों के ऊपर खालिस्तान लिखते हैं, जब हमारे एम्बेसी में झंडे पे कोई ना कोई आपत्ति करते हैं, वो सिर्फ 0.5% है। बाकी तो लोग हमारे वहां काम करते हैं पंजाबी। और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा आपके चैनल के थ्रू, जितने भी हमारे पंजाबी हैं वो ट्रूडो और इसकी पार्टी और इसके एमपीज को ये बात कहें भी जितने अगर वो ऐसी बात करेगा, कहीं ना कहीं हमारे बच्चों को आने में वीजे की प्रॉब्लम आएगी, कहीं ना कहीं हमारे पीआर में प्रॉब्लम आएगी।
This diplomatic standoff has been triggered by Justin Trudeau for perhaps 2% of the 2% people, those who support terrorist separatist ideology in Canada. And now it looks like that he has embarrassed himself because he was trying to convince and lobby against India with G7 nations and the intelligence alliance partners. But it looks like that he has embarrassed himself because none of these nations are ready to derail the Indo-Pacific strategy for the 2% of the 2% living in Canada. How do you like to react to this?
For more than 4 decades, we have had this problem where Canada has been giving shelter to terrorists who have planned attacks in India that have caused immense damage, but they have also killed hundreds of Canadians, such as in the Kanishka bombing. And yet these Khalistani separatists are allowed to hold referendums, they are allowed to hold tableaus depicting violence and assassination of an Indian Prime Minister. This is not acceptable, this is not civilized. Now, regarding this particular incident, look, the Indian MEA has given a very strong rebuttal on the allegations made by the Canadian Prime Minister. And not only a rebuttal, today MEA has issued a very strong travel advisory because of the real hate crimes that are happening in Canada and because of the real threat to life of Indian citizens. And the reality is, it's not like Canada is pure as the driven snow. Canada itself has acquiesced to these kind of operations when terrorists have been taken out in other countries. Now, the point is, two can play at this game. If Canada professes to be a friendly country to India and at the same time it is allowing these activities, and what I have suggested is, it doesn't allow a referendum on Quebec independence, but perhaps there are people in India who can facilitate that.